problem 6-1 or 2, and I did 6-1. Give you a good comparison. It's very similar, and all we're doing here, it's relatively easy. All we're doing here is calculating kind of a mean, I guess you would say, based on some probabilities. We're calculating a mean projection for, in this case, sales next year. Okay, and what we do, and companies do this all the time, you get an economist that tells you, well, I think that there's a 30% chance next year that we might have a recession. Okay, and in that case we might have weak sales. There's a 50% chance that we might keep rolling along kind of like we are, and there's a 20% chance that things are really going to improve. Okay, and then make estimates about what would happen right under those particular conditions. And so if we wanted to take an average, I guess, or a weighted mean, I would almost call this too, based on having the probabilities here, this is what we do. Okay, so we set it up, and again, setting it up correctly makes this pretty easy. Inputting the data is probably the toughest part, but you've got the three various scenarios. You got what the sales would be in those scenarios, and you got the probability of each, which, remember, you enter 20% as 0.20, and you can always change it to a percent up there. Okay, and then in this case, and you see I have, it's just the sales times the probability for each projection. Okay, so it's just equal to the sales times the probability. Okay, and since those references stay the same, you can simply drag that down. Gives you those answers, and then all you have to do is sum those. Okay, the probabilities here kind of take care of the averaging, I guess you would say, and so we just simply sum those, and we end up with $515,000 as what we might use then as our actual budget number, maybe for next year for our planning purposes.